We're on lesson 6, number 1 and 2 here. And again, we learned a proportion in class that we're going to apply to basically this whole lesson. And the proportion that we talked about in class was hip over leg equals leg over projection. So I'm just going to write it at the top. Hip over leg equals leg over projection. Okay, so you need to be able to identify these parts in your triangle. So when I talk about the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. And so my hypotenuse in my big right triangle in number 1, since my right angle is here, the hypotenuse is the long side across from it, the side that's marked X. And so this length is my hypotenuse. I'm going to put an H there. Both of these are legs. This is a leg, this is a leg. This is an altitude, but we're not really dealing with our altitude in this question. And so I'm going to deal with the hypotenuse and this leg that's marked 36. So again, I can trace this proportion, and I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff. So I can trace the proportion hip over leg equals leg over projection. So when I say trace it, that looks like this. The hypotenuse over the leg equals the leg over the projection. Now the projection is part of the hypotenuse, and it's the part that kind of shares the same vertex as the leg. And if I kind of swung that leg over, it would be on top of that 33. So one more time, if I'm going to write this proportion, I'm going to say the hypotenuse over the leg equals the leg over the projection. So now actually writing it out using the numbers, the hypotenuse is the hypotenuse is X over the leg is 36 equals the leg 36 over the projection 33. And you cross multiply and solve. Applying the same concept over to number 2, hip over leg equals leg over projection. Let's trace it first. The hypotenuse, which has a length of 26, over the leg, which has a length of 10, equals the leg over its projection. So my proportion for this one is going to be hip 26 over leg 10 equals leg 10 over projection X. Cross multiply, solve for X. Apply that same proportion to the rest of the questions on this page, and you should be good to go.